3 things you must give up in order to manifest love instantly in your life. When I share these things with you and you begin to implement into your life, I promise you that you will be able to experience love right now and not waiting for someday for something to give this to you. It was when I found out these fundamental principles about how we can experience more love that I began to experience it as my norm whenever I wanted for however long as I want. And now love has become my baseline, my moment to moment existence. And this is available for you when you start to implement these 3 things that I'm about to share with you. And it's very important to realize that love is not something that we get outside of ourselves. So this leads us to number 1, the first thing that you must give up when it comes to manifesting love instantly is becoming the source versus the seeker. You must let go. You must give up of being the seeker, looking for love outside of yourself, reaching for someone to validate you and approve you and give you this feeling. Because love is something that we can only feel on the inside. And where we place our attention and our focus and how we associate to life determines what we feel, not other people outside of us. We could have someone projecting hate towards us and we can still feel love. Yet we get lost in the matrix, the illusion of life that we have to get all these things. We gotta, get this thing. Once I get that thing, then I'll be happy. Once I get this relationship, then I can feel love. I need someone to complete me. And the thing about this is that this perpetuates a cycle of not enoughness and lack in our lives. And we can't begin to manifest fulfilling deep relationships and connections and love until we begin to emanate it and become the source of that which we wish to receive. We receive what we put out. Become the source. Because we know in laws of consciousness, we don't get what we want, we get what we be. So start being the source, start giving love. Because you can't feel love. Someone could be giving you love and you could still not feel it because you are rejecting it. You are giving judgment back. So let go of seeking, become the source, see through the eyes of love, hear through the eyes of love, speak love, give yourself love. When you're looking in the mirror, give yourself love. And this leads me to the next point. I just mentioned judgment. The second thing that you must let go to manifest love in your life is judging yourself and others. Judging yourself and judging others. Now, when I first started to understand this concept, love became my norm. When we judge other people, we are putting out shame energy, which when you look at the emotional vibrational scale, shame is the lowest vibration that we can experience. When we judge something, we see it as wrong, bad, when true love is unconditional. That shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't do that. Why are you doing that? When we judge something and when we're in judgment, we can only feel disconnection, not connection. We can only feel shame and unworthiness, not love and worthiness. Because shame and love aren't on the same wavelength. Shame is a much lower thing. And when we judge people, we feel that. What we focus on, we feel. So when we judge someone else, and since we're all connected, there is no separation. One of the greatest lies that we've ever been sold or told is that we are separate. So when we judge someone else or something else, it's because we still judge that aspect in ourselves. We see someone shining, say we see someone shining their light bright. And we haven't yet given ourselves permission to shine that bright. Or shining that bright scares us. we judge it and say it's wrong. And then we feel that judgment energy. But it has nothing to do with that person. It has everything to do with you and how you perceive reality. And when you begin to let go of these layers of identities, these core beliefs that we have, part of letting go of judgment is letting go of core beliefs that were given to us, not that we chose. Beliefs are just definitions of reality. And how we define our reality determines what we experience and what we get. And if we're living in judgment, it's most likely because we're seeing through a definition of reality that is equal to that of not experiencing love. So we grow through life and we grow and we gain these, we develop this identity that is in alignment with our true selves. From our parents, from society, we're given these belief systems that this is wrong, this is right, you don't do this, don't do that. But we have the ability to feel love, true unconditional love. And this is what taps us into the fifth dimension. Unconditional love is fifth dimensional consciousness. And it actually, and when we're in this vibration of love, we actually begin to raise our vibration and our frequency. And we actually alter our DNA. But that's another, I can dive into that in another video. But release, let go of judgment. The third thing that you must let go in order to experience love is an acceptance of your emotions. Well, you don't want to let go of accepting your emotions. You want to let go of repressing or suppressing your emotions. Because when we start getting into spirituality and we start getting into consciousness and energy and learning how to manage our energies, what I noticed for myself is that when this was new to me, I tended to lean in the direction of, okay, I want to experience love. So love feels good, right? So I have to always be feeling good, and I gotta repress, suppress, or run away from these negative emotions I'm having because that's not love. That's not love. That's whatever. That's anger and sadness. There's no love there. Love is over here. But the thing about unconditional love, not love like, oh, I'm in a relationship, but the love that is the energetic vibration of this that exists universally, that's within all things. This energy of love is inclusive, not exclusive. The energy of love, of unconditional love, is inclusive. Unconditional love is inclusive, not exclusive. It is the inclusivity of all things. It does not exclude anything. So when we apply this to our emotions and we experience these negative emotions, we'll use negative as context because they're not actually negative. They're just an emotion that we get to feel. They're just an experience. When we begin to accept them and not resist them, because what we resist persists, we give them power when we resist them. When we love and accept them, we allow them to move through our body. Emotions, energy in motion. The energy begins to move through us. And we apply love and acceptance to that, and we transmute it back into love. We alchemize it. Alchemy, this term in spirituality that people throw around, what does it actually mean? Well, alchemy is originated from the idea that these ancient mystics used to it was symbolic. They used to say, like, they would turn iron into gold. You're turning iron into gold. But really what that's symbolic of is that we have the ability to transmute energies in our body. And they say we do this through vibration and intention and focus. So by giving yourself love, focusing on love, and hearing things through love, you transmute things into the energy of love. So those are the three things you must give up in order to manifest love. And if you apply these things, you can begin to experience it right now. And when you do this, you'll start to notice that you tap into the timeline that exists on the plane of love. So anything that's on love is gonna sync up. Your relationships, your money, your health. You create a life that you love. Because things are in love, and then you got things are in judgment and shame and weakness, and you got power and love. They don't sync up. That's the company. Birds of a feather flock together. Misery loves company. We've all heard these things. This is the deeper truth of what those actually mean. So I hope you got value in today's video. And I want to end it off by saying I love you, and whatever you're going through, I trust that you're experiencing exactly what you need right now for your greatest growth. And I hope that you can apply this into your life right now to experience more love and create more love in your life. Comment down below. Say, I love you. I'd love to connect with you and see you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.